Oh shit, boys and girls. We're back. We're back. Oh yeah. So we're back with Everlasting Summer. It's been a little while. There was a time where I was playing this game while I was recording it weekly. But it's been a few weeks, I think, since I last recorded. That's why I'm starting at this screen, because I don't remember a lot of what happened. So we're just gonna start from where we left off. I might forget some things. I'll try not to. I'll do my best. But yeah, we're gonna play some Everlasting Summer, y'all. I just couldn't leave. How do I load here? I couldn't get away. Load game. Oh Jesus, I remember. I stopped and this was freaking me out. I woke up with a hellish ringing inside my head. The ringing seemed to be coming from the depths of my consciousness. But after I came to my senses, I realized that the cause of my ringing is my alarm clock. Strange. Where did it come from? Why is it standing near my bed? What? It was 7:30 according to the clock. Olga had already left, and there was nobody to force me to go to lineup. Thus I can sleep a bit more. I closed my eyes. It seemed like my consciousness had already had its coffee and was ready for a long, productive day. I need to get up. What's going on? I should plan my day out. After all, I need at least find out something today. But still, nothing came to my head. That's the way normal people speak. Nothing came to my head. What is that noise that keeps happening? Fine, I need to wake up completely and wash myself. Hey y'all. On my way to washstands, I meet Xenia. What got you up so early? I forget. I think her voice was sort of like a Muppet, I think. I don't know how else to...
Anything wrong with being up early?
She looked at me as if I had insulted her. No, nothing, just curious.
None of your business.
Gosh, Xenia isn't very sympathetic even when she's in a good mood. But today, she just looked furious. Why y'all mad? The cold water perked me up, the fog in my head dissipated, and my thoughts started arranging themselves. Curiously, I started to worry about finding a good place in the canteen, more than about finding answers. Jesus. I brushed my teeth and was going to leave, when a quiet sound wafted past my ears. That was not quiet. Maybe my volume is up too loud. But that scared the shit out of me. It's probably a squirrel or some other animal. I heard another sound, this time a bit farther. I walked 10 meters along the path, searching for the source. Nobody, just the morning forest. Was someone trying to check out my booty? Oh, this chick was checking out my booty. I returned to the washstands and saw Miku, who was looking for something in the grass. Noticing me, she smiled and jumped up to me. I totally forget her voice. It's been forever since I've talked to her. I think it was like Valley Girl sort of thing. Oh, hello. Good morning. I accidentally shattered my tooth powder. Scattered. My tooth powder. Just trying to gather it all back up. The dewy grass didn't seem to be helping matters. Are you sure that's a good idea? Well, why? What else can I do? I don't have any more. It was the last I had. She pouted like a child who had just had her favorite toy taken from her. Here, I'll give you mine. I dug into my bag. No tooth powder there. Strange. Didn't I just put it there? I walked away for just a minute, and now it's gone. Listen, it looks like I had forgotten it. I didn't want to tell her that it had just gone missing. Knowing the sensitivity of this girl, it was safe to assume that the vanishing household goods would impress her so much that her brain would reset itself in order to avoid overheating. Why am I such a dick? Well, I'll be off. Yeah, cheers. Visit us. Visit me in the music club. It's still alone there, but Miku's voice faded into the freshness of the summer morning behind me as I just walked away. Like a dickhead. But getting back to the leader's cabin, I took my cell phone and looked at the battery meter. Enough power for a day, maybe even less. Of course, it won't help me much in here, but still. Have I even tried to call anybody? Like, presuming I'm in some sort of weird time warp, it probably wouldn't work, but I should have at least tried. Finding a charger in the 80s would mean inventing it. I was going to head for breakfast when somebody knocked at the door. It was Lena. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. I was taken aback a bit. The events of the previous day were still fresh in my memory. In the game, maybe, but I don't really... We had some sort of romantic encounter, I think. I don't remember the specifics. But I didn't really want to speak about them. You're probably looking for Olga, aren't you? Well, no. Yes. Good one. Good. Nice save. Lena was her usual self, shy and easily embarrassed. The dance at the pier, now it seemed no more than a dream. She's not here, I'm sorry. Okay, then I'll go. Okay. When Lena left, I thought I had been too cold towards her, so I decided to be nicer on our next encounter. Still, regardless, the morning was shining and beautiful. The bright sun was shining over the space and time-displaced pioneer camp Sovanak, warming its residents and filling them with energy to spend the day productively. Or in my case, to waste it in futile efforts to find an explanation for everything happening here. There was an unusually large crowd near the canteen. Of course, there was no other place in the camp that pioneers loved as much as the canteen. Why were they crowding on the porch? I came closer to find what was going on. It looked like all the camp had gathered at the porch. Clearly, as you can tell, the whole camp is here. There were all the familiar girls, Olga and Electronic. They were having a lively discussion. I drew closer.
Oh, Semyon. Have you seen Shirk today?
Nope, what's the matter?
We haven't been able to find him since early morning.
Disappearing pioneers? Well, that's something new.
But he was with you yesterday?
She was talking to Electronic. Yes, he was.
So you woke up this morning, he wasn't anywhere to be found?
Nope.
Why didn't you come to me immediately?
Well, I thought he got up earlier and went to wash or something. He didn't mention anything yesterday? Interjected Slavia. For example? That he was going somewhere, for instance?
Nope.
What exactly is so horrifying about that? It's only 9 a.m. He might have decided to go for a walk. You don't know Shurik. She looked over at me seriously. Well, no, I don't. But I didn't see anything suspicious in this situation.
Okay, let's stop panicking. We'll find him.
How can you miss breakfast? Liana grinned. I forget her voice. It was like bitchy, I think. Exactly. Time to eat anyway. The pioneers proceeded into the canteen. Yet again, I had no choice where to fit in. The only free place at the table was with Alyssa and Ilyana. Take a seat. She pointed at the chair next to me. I sat down. These are my two least favorite people, so this is going to be fun. Aren't you going to get your food? Good idea. I hadn't thought about that. Today's breakfast didn't look much different from yesterday's, but it looked more appetizing. Or maybe I just wasn't very hungry. Maybe I was eager to finish it off as soon as possible to avoid yet another Ilyana prank. Want to go to the beach with us? When? Right after breakfast. Generally speaking, relaxation wasn't on my agenda today, but I was going to spend my time thinking, why shouldn't I do it while getting a suntan? Sure, why not? No! Don't go to the beach, bro. We got exploration, we're in another time. Check out this dude's face, by the way. what is this? Oh my god. That's fucking art. That's beautiful. Oh man. Ah, cool. She smiled nicely. I bet you're planning another prank? No, not at all. Ilyana waved her hands at me. She sure is. Alyssa grinned. I don't like these two. These two, like, together, because their voices are too similar. She's always like that. No way. I think she's right. Nobody believes me. Ilyana took her tray of dirty dishes and stood up. Enjoy your meal, she said in such a way which left no doubt. Nothing good awaits me today at the beach. Then don't go to the beach, bro. Me and Alyssa were left alone. You know, I guess I shouldn't go with you after all. Why's that? Well, I've got something to do. And what exactly would that be? She looked at me, she looked in my eyes, and I couldn't even find an appropriate excuse. I don't even have a swimsuit. Try mine. You think it'll fit me? Give it a try. I don't think it's worth the effort. Don't be a wimp. We'll find you some swimming trunks. Those were words only added to my fear. Wait for me by the canteen. I'll be back soon. Okay. There's nothing wrong with waiting for her, is there? Finishing my breakfast, I left the building and sat on the stairs. Pioneers, all having their own business, hurried past me about one by one. No one stopped by me. No one even looked in my direction. It seemed they didn't consider me a stranger, but exactly the opposite. Just another teenager their age, their comrade, you could say. I caught myself thinking that I had started to consider this camp and its inhabitants with not as much caution as I had on the first day. Indeed, Alyssa was back in a couple of minutes. Ready? Ready for what? She gave me the trunks. Though you could hardly call them trunks. They looked like pink boxers decorated with butterflies and flowers. Actually, they were boxers. I'm almost afraid to ask, but where did you get these? Too scared to put them on? Well, you know, it's not very sanitary. I have not the slightest intention of doing so. I appreciated her joke, but wasn't going to make myself a laughingstock. Put them on, she said roughly. Why don't you try them on instead of me? I think the color of the swimsuit could set off your eyes very nicely. Let's make a bet. I had no desire to accept her bets. No thanks. Alright, you either go to the beach wearing them or you swim naked. Weighing the pros and cons, even the second option seemed better than the first. I'm not planning to go anywhere at all. Then I'll tell everyone that you left these trunks in my cabin. Why would I do that? How should I know? She burst into laughter. I didn't want to argue with Alyssa, so I decided to go to the beach in the end. But not in those flamboyant trunks. Okay, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Don't be late. She ran off after saying that. I dragged my feet to the leader's cabin to get a towel and to hopefully find something like trunks. Olga was waiting for me in the room.
Semyon, did you hear anything about Shurik?
Same as half an hour ago. I walked to my bed and took a towel.
Are you going somewhere?
Yes, to the beach.
Wait, do you have swimming trunks? You came here without any luggage, as I recall.
Strange, that fact didn't seem to surprise her during our first encounter. No.
So what will you wear?
Good question. What? I don't know.
Wait a minute.
She walked to the wardrobe and unlocked a drawer. In a moment she had a pair of normal black trunks. Where'd she get those? More importantly, why? Someone from the previous session might have forgotten them. Considering all the strange things in this camp, it wasn't really surprising to find men's swim trunks in Olga's room. Thanks. The trunks were just my size. Something fucked up's going on here. I got changed behind the cabin and went to the beach. Something fucked up is happening here. Why am I not concerned about it? A lot of pioneers had already gathered there, but I recognized only Alyssa and Ilyana. Come here. I walked over to them and sat on the sand. I see you found something better. She stared at my trunks and smirked. As you can see. Come on, let's swim. I don't want to. Maybe later. I was not a fan of swimming. Suit yourself. The girls ran into the water. Why did I come here? Why am I not looking for answers? Good question, man. You keep asking yourself that, but then you go to the beach. Should I care about it now? Yeah. Sovyanak seemed normal. I'm never going to learn how to say that word. Certainly a lot of strange things have happened to me during these 3.5 days, but not one of them, taken separately, seemed all supernatural. Except for the time travel thing? Can we talk about that? Especially since I didn't get any closer to finding it so much as a clue. On the contrary, everything that has happened has only confused me more. What alternatives do I have? I won't get any truth from the local residents, though I doubt they even know it. Should I try to leave this place? But how far can I walk, considering that I don't even know where I am? Turns out that my only option is to wait. After some time, the girls come back. Liana held something in her hands. Look! I looked up and saw a crayfish. Just a normal crayfish. In case... I don't know why he felt the need to elaborate on that. It's a nice, unnecessary butt shot, and look... Crayfish do not look like that. They do not have freaking human-ass eyes. Oh my god. Liana lay next to me and started to torment it. Leave the poor animal alone. Why? It's just a crayfish. It doesn't have feelings or a soul. So what? It has the right to live, too. I'll rip its claws off and ask the cook to boil it for dinner. As if we have nothing else to eat. I looked at Alyssa. Clearly, I'm looking at Alyssa right now. She seemed to be totally uninterested in Ilyana's fun with the poor sea creature. Tell her. What's wrong? It's a crayfish. It deserves it. What the fuck? Clearly the girls missed their lesson on nature in primary school and lacked empathy for the environment. Give it. I snatched the crayfish off Ilyana. Suit yourself. I was a little surprised she didn't resist. I looked into the eyes of the poor animal. They didn't express anything at all, but I thought that if it could speak, it would certainly be outraged. Maybe it would even go to the UN Convention of Human Rights. I don't think that existed yet. Did that exist in the 80s? Yeah, that probably existed in the 80s. Maybe it didn't. I don't know. To tell the truth, I wasn't sure that it would help. I should know that. I took the crayfish to the river and set it free. Never mind, I'll catch more. There are plenty of them there, said Ilyana. No doubt about it, I mumbled. Time passed and I was getting sleepy. I fell asleep. I don't remember what I was dreaming about, if I was dreaming at all, but I woke up when somebody shook my shoulder. Jesus Christ. Olga stood next to me. Did you come to swim too? I asked, still half asleep. No, just wearing this bikini for fun. It's almost time for lunch and we still can't find Shurik, the leader said, standing before me in a wet swimsuit. Yep. And I want you to look for him. Seems like I'm the only pioneer in this entire camp. I was sincerely outraged. Every time I was getting clear that Olga considered me her errand boy to be used like a slave. Or vice versa. What does that mean, vice versa? If I came to you, then I want you to help me. Why me? Why exactly me? However, after giving it some thought, I decided to agree. After all, my shoulders and back got sunburnt while I was sleeping, and searching for Shirk would let me get acquainted with unexplored locations of the camp. Okay. It was not exactly right to wander around wearing only swim trunks, so I should get changed first.